Hello, I'm Chris Cassell, and I just got back from seeing Madagascar 3. Why did I go see Madagascar 3 and not Ted like I said the last time? Well, because I wanted to have a mad weekend, of course. Oh dear God. The only reason I went to go see this movie is to make that horrible joke. Oh yeah, in 3D, because it's the only way I could see it. Well, that ain't true. I just didn't want to wait forever to go see it. I'd be recording this at midnight if I did. My main problem with the movie, because this movie is about, with this one, I've reviewed 8 movies. This is in 7th. It's not as bad as Battleship, but it's not as good as whatever the heck was 6th. Which was probably Medea. I said I liked it, but I said I liked every other movie in there, except for Battleship. So apparently, my limits are, don't screw around with board games. My main problem with this Madagascar 3 was the characters. So I kind of jotted down all the characters on this list. And I'll go in order of appearance through the movies. I'm going to get this wrong. Alex, the lion, which I could just call the lion, he was just your basic leader character of the whole group. And you know what? I thought they were going to do the typical, let's fight to be the leader of the group thing that always happens in every group bigger than 2. Actually, even duets fight over who the leader is. Because they do set it up in the beginning when they're breaking into Monte Carlo. Like, all 4 of them have a fight over who's going to go down and deal with the penguins and the monkeys' latest shenanigans. And they do. They fight. They wreck the mission over it, but then they never pick up the plot thread again. So, that was kind of disappointing. That could have been an interesting fight. Marty, which was the zebra, I didn't have any problems with Marty, but there was one. Okay, I didn't call spoilers yet. There's going to be a lot of spoilers in this review. I didn't like it that much to hide a lot of stuff from you guys. There's a scene where Marty decides, because another character, annoying character I'll get to later, gets shot out of a cannon. Deliberately shot out of a cannon, and he's stuck on the mountain because the penguin's idea of shooting people out of a cannon is too loaded up with dynamite. Penguins aren't on this list because they are awesome. Let me start with that one. So he gets launched out of a cannon as well. Marty gets launched out of a cannon, and he hits a rainbow, where he kind of turns into Rainbow Dash from My Little Pony. It goes right through the clouds and it's a weird scene. He's even like, I'm flying! Till he hits the mountain himself. It, oddly enough, takes him more time to hit the mountain than it did the guy he was going to rescue. Melman and Gloria, the hippo and giraffe character, they were in the movie, they just weren't that important. They kind of have their own, they were kind of covered up, tied up, all their plot threads were handled with the last movie. They were just dragged along for the ride on this one. They didn't reopen any stories, they didn't really do anything with the circus animals that got introduced to this movie. So they really weren't a big problem in the movie. They were just there. One more from the first movie. Actually, no character comes back from the second movie. I just realized this. It's weird. King Julian and his crew, actually. His crew disappear halfway through the movie, I think. Because you can't find them after this whole scene with the bear. Yeah, he falls in love with a bear, King Julian. My notes here say he should be dead at least 6 times. That is a conservative guess. He was really annoying. Actually, he was supposed to be killed off within the first 10 minutes. With, well, let's say supposed to be killed off. He could have got killed off within the first 10 minutes. There would have been no big problem. Set up. All you have to do is let him fall to his doom. And then get mauled by a bear. Or shot out of a cannon. Just saying. All these things are possible. I didn't like King Julian. He was annoying. His plot thread with the bear went nowhere. And actually, I could care less. Or I couldn't care less. I don't care. Yeah. And yeah, I just kind of realized during this review right now that they didn't add in any of the characters from from 2. I don't remember 2 very much. I don't even really remember 1. And like I said before, the monkeys and the penguins. The monkeys are kind of just there, dressed up like the King of Versailles. I don't want to go into that. That gets weird. Let's just say the beginning started with the penguins going to Monte Carlo to waste money. And they dress up the monkeys like the King of Versailles. It actually kind of becomes an important... It's not... Well... It's a plot thread. Kind of important. It's how the monkeys and the penguins managed to buy the circus and get the circus to go to America by the end of the movie. No, it all happens in Europe, sorry. No, they go to America. I already called spoilers, right? Ugh. I refuse to stop this video out of stupidity. Okay, Alex gets a love interest in a cheetah. She's alright, she's just there. And, I don't remember her name. I don't even know if she really was a cheetah. That is just my guess. Another wild cat type animal. That's not a tiger. Because the tiger is the other guy. And the tiger has one line that I made fun of earlier. Because Alex throws a knife at him towards the end. He goes, haha, you missed. Yeah, but Tiger can't throw knives for shit. He misses every single one of them in the movie. Worst knife thrower ever. And his trick was obviously jumping through hoops. Nice backstory. I did like the Tiger's backstory. His name's like Z something Russian. It's Russian. A Russian tiger. I'm not thinking into that one. Well, you know how that logic went. We need a accent for this Madagascar movie. French? We already have a French villain. 1 minute. German? No. Bad move there. Russian? Is Russia part of Europe? Yeah, Russia's part of Europe. A little bit. Oh, close enough. The tiger story is pretty much he kept doing amazing feats, jumping through smaller and smaller hoops till he got to one about that big. It's literally about that big. And he tries to go through it one time, and he learns that what he was using to grease himself up to get through the hoops was extremely flammable. Oh yeah, he lit the loop on fire. Lit the loop. They lit the loop on fire, he got burnt, and he really was never the same, so that's his plot thread right there. And I sympathize with that. I highly doubt anybody who watches this video will realize that, there hasn't been a good Snake Rattle and Roll video posted to this channel in a good 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, I've been having trouble getting through that game, and, it's starting to get disheartening. I'll trek through it. Maybe I should stop going to the movies to finish the game. Nah. I can do this as well. And there's one more character. If I missed this character, I would have really been upset with myself. Okay, there's 2 more characters. One more character. We'll start with what I hate. They added an otter character. Or a sea lion. That I just wanted to strangle throughout the whole movie. Because he was just the annoying doofus character. And you're just like, shut up and get off camera. Show the tiger, show the lion, show the cheetah character. I can deal with them. Show the penguins doing crazy stuff. I really like that. But this sea lion is just, yeah, ah, ah. So much hate for this guy. He just would not shut up. He was the character that was shot out of the cannon. I would have let him fall if I was Marty. Then again, I wouldn't be shot out of a cannon, and for any reason. Don't get shot out of cannons. Why are... Okay. Oh yeah, and the villain. The villain is the animal control person you see in the commercials. Her name is, something Dubois. Her motivation is pretty much to be the Cruella de Vil of this movie. Only you couldn't exactly go with fur as evil, so she kind of wants a lion's head to put in her, office. And how lucky she gets to chase down a lion at this point. I did like her gun, though. Her gun was ridiculous. Pretty much, you put in one dart, you have infinite darts for rapid fire succession. Because no matter what, she'd only put in one dart, and yet she'd fire off like 6 or 7 of them. This character also got one of the weirdest things in the movie, which was her entire crew of 5 or 6 incompetent. Well, compared to her, everyone is incompetent. Animal patrol officers, and they're all in the hospital because of the shenanigans that went down. She comes in, she shoots out all the lights again with one dart, kind of, and then she sings this whole uplifting, I know the song, it's a French, definitely a French anthem that I don't know, but I do know. And everyone suddenly, rah, willpower, we can work now, rah. It's a nice scene, but what the hell? It comes out of nowhere, no one references it again, and her singing in French can apparently heal people. Go figure. Oh yeah, she can also sense, like spider sense, where people are going. That comes out next week. Huh. Speaking of coming out next week, Katy Perry movie also comes out next week, and fireworks. Her song Fireworks was prominently displayed in this movie. To a nice effect, actually. Let's go over the ending. At the end of the movie, they retrain the circus. I've called spoilers like 6 times already. Do I really have to say it again? Leave if you don't want to hear any of this. And now no one's going to leave now, so I could probably just stop. No? Okay. Near the end, they stop, they retrain the circus, and they do a lovely light show with lights. The 3D actually was pretty good in this movie. So, there is that. That was very nice. And waste money on the 3D at least. Dubois enters with notice. Now she realizes who Alex is. How nice that the zoo didn't care about the other 3 that disappeared. Or the penguins. And she comes to take, well, his head pretty much. I don't remember how they stop her, but it winds with her getting shot out of a cannon. The penguins do something heroic, mixed with the circus people. And then the circus people learn, gasp, they're not circus people like they said they were, because they said that earlier. And they're starting to piece 2 and 2 together, going, you mean you didn't do this? The whole American acrobatics thing was a lie. Oh my god. And here's a little problem with this. They own the circus. Does it really matter if they lied or not? Because the penguins and the monkeys still own the deed to the circus. And as far as I can tell, okay, I know what happened. The penguins left them out to dry. Pretty much the penguins went, oh, you guys aren't in the circus? Oh, that sucks. Bye. Along with the lemur, because King Julian also got burned by that. Somehow, because he wasn't part of the zoo thing either. As I think about this is even more dumb. So the circus people turn their backs. And They all end up going back to New York through a cruise ship because the circus was a success with the American promoter, so they're going to New York, obviously. Really? I'm not going to argue about this because this is going to end the series. Thank you, Madagascar. You were finally over. This is getting long. Sorry. The animals who go to the zoo, they get caught by Dubois. Dubois gets caught herself before she can take Alex's head. That sounds violent. It is. Oh my god. This villain is evil. So she ends up getting, having to collect an award. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm too far into this. She ends up collecting a reward for bringing back Alex and the other three, which I kind of thought bullshit on this one. Are you telling me this zoo, who was getting rid of the 4+ animals at the beginning of the first movie, didn't replace them? Also, they said they were getting rid of them. So why was the zoo happy to get them back? These animals left. There was a reason they got shipped off to They didn't get shipped off to Madagascar. They got shipped off to San Diego? Where were they going in the first movie? I don't remember the first movie, but this is kind of a plot hole. You mean to tell me the zoo wanted them back after they escaped? And by the way, no, they didn't. Or they didn't. They planned on it because they had huge fences surrounding each of their cages now, with razor wire all around them, on top of them. Like, wow, this zoo is learning from their mistakes. So Dubois decides, okay, she decides to collect the reward. They give her $1 million for finding the two. Plot hole. Honestly, I'm sorry. That's a problem. Why did the zoo just take him back? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. If somebody knows the answer to this, comment section below. Otherwise, anyway, she decides, I can still kill Alex in front of all these people. Why not? So she takes her gun, loads it up with a super lethal tranquilizer. You know it's super lethal because it has the skull and crossbones on it, and it's black instead of the red ones. She fires at Alex, who misses because the cheetah comes in and saves him. Circus comes in, they have this huge climatic acrobatics. It's pretty much another light show to save the 4 people from pretty much being in the zoo that they were trying to get back to for 2.5 movies. They save everybody. They end up saving everybody by doing pretty much all the lies they told earlier, down to Alex's extreme stunts, he says. Which, okay, I think I mentioned in That's My Boy that if you ever tell someone a huge lie, like, oh, my father got blown up, and then he comes back, why don't you just tell the truth? It would solve so much time. Well, in this one, actually, with the Alex lying, they were doing it as part of a circus thing, and his friends just weren't helping. It's like, he used to do this from a rock, and then he dived down into water. Well, how'd you survive? Balloons! No, jetpack. No, electric cobras. He's just like, yeah, all 3 of those. So they save the day. Everyone lives happily ever. Circus, polka dot, circus. After. This isn't the worst movie I've seen all summer, but it is in 2nd place for that title. Pretty much just because of the annoying characters they had in there. And that stupid circus, polka dot, afro circus thing they threw in more than once. Other than that, some of the jokes fall flat on their faces. The stuff that happens with the penguins is actually kind of funny, but they're not on the screen that often. There isn't much more I have to say about this one. It has been a mad weekend after all. I will see you guys next time. Hopefully the curtain stays up next time. Bye.